Okay, we're doing a little bit of survival fishing today. But here's the thing, don't have any bait. Now, there's a lot of things that you can use for bait. You can roll over logs that are kind of waterlogged and chewed up. You usually find beetles and worms and larvae and stuff like that underneath it. You can walk around on asphalt and find lots of grasshoppers. Or, if you find yourself a dead fish on the side of the river, which is a little bit disgusting, it can still be used and chopped up as bait. So, try not to fall in the river here. See if I can reach this little guy. Got a stick. And a dead fish. There we go. Alright, so we got the fish. Yep, he's stinky. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Cut into Mr. Fish. See how stinky he is. Take some of that back meat. And I got some bait. Alright, so I tied a string to the tree branch right here, which goes to the yo-yo trap. So basically when a fish hits that string, that reels it up. Here's the string going down to the water. As you can see, I got a little lead weight on there. And there's a fly hanging off. Those are two fish mocking me. I don't know if my string's gonna reach. We will see. Man, that's my depth right there. Alright, so I found some fish on the side of the river. I needed some bait, chopped the fish up, found a bobber, added the bobber to my line, found some string, lengthened the yo-yo trap with the string. Now we stick it in the water and we wait while we fish somewhere else. Cool. While we were waiting for the yo-yo trap, we went and tried to use some Castmasters. And I have snagged a bluegill. Right there she is. Whoop.
Oh, that's a good looking fish. Look at that boy.
That will be a decent little dinner. Oh, it's a heavy fish.
It's really nice.
Alrighty. So, thanks to Blade HQ, I got a good little chopper here. And we're going to use that sucker to hit this guy up real quick. So first thing I usually like to do with a fish like this is to kill it. Right, hold it down, run right behind above the gill, straight there, and then down, and that basically severs the spine on the fish, and it's dead. That was it right there. Okay, once it's dead, makes it a little easier to get this hook out of its mouth. And I still will get the death quivers, which are basically nerve reactions from the body after the fish is dead. Now, there are spines on these guys. You don't want to put your hands in them. They really freaking hurt. Just like any other fish, from the butt to the bottom of the gill, you split it, got it, decapitate it, and then we'll fillet it a little bit later. I like to use a Leatherman to hold the spines or do the peeling the skin off. Basically, once you cut it, grab that with a Leatherman and roll it, and it will peel it right off like a pop can. And that'd be that. Okay, grab the back of it with a Leatherman, scraping, just go like that, scraping all those little scales off. They'll come right off. Just use the back of my SC4 and pops them right off. When I get done with this, I'll just take this fish body over there, clean it off in the water, throw it in my bag, and take it home and fry it up with some lemon pepper. Now, if we were doing the zombie apocalypse thing, of course, it'd be time to start a fire. Get something to cook it on. You can cook it with sticks over the fire, or if you have a pan, cook it over the pan, however you want to do it. And that's it.
All right, explain to me what happened.
So I cast the pole, the fishing lure, over the tree limb and down into the water, and immediately a fish hit it. So now, if you look down here, it kind of slid down the limb, but it's pulling the fish out of the water, trying to get it off the tree limb. Alright, I'm just going to pull him up the tree limb, and eventually he's going to fall off. Come on, fish. Oh, he's still on. Nice. Come here, fishy. He's kind of small. That might be a good jellyfish, though. Oh, yep, and it's
trout.
It's is that a white? Is that a trout? Or no?
It's a white fish.
White
bass.
bass.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
Yep, white bass.
Hey, buddy. Nice. I've never had one of those, to be honest with you. Good little fish. Okay, for Mr. White Bass here, just like any fish that we're gonna get. Nice, well-placed SC knife. I'm going to hold him down, hit right above that gill, and it's basically an instant death. That goat right there was the spine, and that way the fish is dead and out of pain, and you can gut it. I'm gonna pull that hook out of here. Got a big old mouth. That's a pretty fish. Make sure I did get the spine back there. Yep. All I get now is involuntary jerks, but I still don't want a hook in my mouth. I'm sorry, in my finger from his mouth. There we go. All right, we'll just go from here to there, split him up the middle. Pull him down. Usually like, where'd my little stick go? A little bit better to grip him down. Tough little fish. Once we get them split open, take his guts out, and then we'll grab the Leatherman right here. Scale him before I finish gutting him. Get a hold of that. Turtle over your toe. Just scrape those scales off right like that. These white bass scale up a whole lot easier than the bluegill we did earlier. Over. Watch out for these spines right there, because they will actually stick in your hand. It really hurts. Some fish have poisonous spines. This is not one of them, but still. Taking his head off here. And I'll go clean this off in the water, finish scraping the guts out the bottom, and that's dinner. That'll be a cool little video. Okay, so the dry fly wasn't working. Went and got me some worm. Dropped it on the hook. I have a little bit of a weight there. Just a tad bit of a weight. Throw that on. Got some worm. Oh yeah. So there's two fish right here below us. Slide that down a little bit. Lower this down. Get a little more string on that. Drown the worm. And hopefully he doesn't snap it before I set it up. There we go. See what Mr. Fishy does. Probably just gonna look at my worm and laugh at me. Fish swimming by. All I can do is hope and wait. Pull it up a little bit.